Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today is going to be the weekly reading, June 17th to 24th, for the sign of Aquarius, alright? I'm going to get right into it with you lovely Aquariuses. I'm going to pull out your two Romance Angel Oracle cards for the week and see what's going on. It's getting really hot. Summer is coming. The East Coast is getting muggy. I've been having to put baby powder on my hands to handle the cards because they're just getting too sticky. But in any case, Aquarius, how's it going with you guys today? I hope all is well. You've been having some very interesting readings lately over the last few months. So we'll see what's going on this week for you. Show me. I do apologize for this video coming out just today. Had some technical difficulties, so but the weeklies usually will be out at the very latest on Sundays. All right, so let's get your card. First card, children. Your love life is being affected by children. And retreat. Interesting. So we've got children, excuse me, and retreat. Sometimes children come up when a relationship is quite young or immature, right? And retreat, well, you know what that means. It's time to disconnect. Time to take a break. Could be with your lover or apart from your lover. Let's get your 7 cards out. We're going to see what that's all about today, Aquarius. Sorry, I gotta get some more powder in my hands. My hands get so, like, sweaty. Sorry, folks. What's up? All right. There we go. Let's get into those cards. Give me a clear reading for Aquarius for this week, 27th to the 24th. Show me a clear picture of what Aquarius should be expecting this week. What relationship takes center stage, whether it be friends or at work, peers, lovers, etc. What's going on for our lovely Aquarius, sign of the water bearer, this week, June 17th to the 24th. Show me. All right, Aquarius, your first card. Queen of Pentacles. Wow. All right. This has been coming out. A lot of queens coming out for these readings today, interestingly enough. 5 of Cups. Death. Wow. And 2 of Discs. You've got Knight of Cups. Star. And 6 of Cups. Just came out for Sagittarius in the center as well. Bottom of the deck, you have Page of Wands. Somebody wants to come in with communication, a meeting. They want to let you know of an idea that they have. They want to share something with you. Queen of Pentacles. One of my favorite queens. Why? Because she's worked for everything that she's got. She's come from a place perhaps of difficulty in her life. Can be that... you know, she's worked her way up from nothing, you know. She's put blood, sweat, and tears into everything that she's done. Very hardworking. Everything she's accomplished, she feels very proud of. She feels like almost like her baby too, right? Her goal or her passion. I always say, for instance, if you own a business or you know, whatever it is that you make your money out of, it's like a baby to you. It's very close to you. It's not just a job. It's something you very much care for. You know, she has a love of labor. She enjoys it, but she also appreciates it, right? And she values it, and she seeks to protect it, right? 5 of Cups. Interestingly enough, right now, Aquarius, you're kind of reminiscing on past relationships, right? Reminiscing on relationships that haven't quite worked out. 5 being the number of struggle. Power struggles, relationships that haven't worked out because of power struggles, and you very much getting caught up in that to the degree that you're not even realizing that there are other opportunities for you out there. You're kind of wallowing. This is my wallowing in misery card, right? So Aquarius, you're really feeling quite, you're not feeling so good. Perhaps you are feeling like wanting to retreat this week, right? Perhaps something's happened, or you've met someone, or there's been some kind of anniversary. Something's reminded you of past relationships that just haven't worked out quite so well. And you're kind of really like in your bag, Death is here. So your person that you're dealing with this week, it's like it's a whole new way of dealing with them, right? Your relationship has kind of gone past the point of no return. I almost feel like, they've hurt you, right? Like they've hurt you in some way. It could be that this individual that you're dealing with this week is someone from one of your past relationships, and they're coming in this week, and you're just kind of like done, It's not the same. I don't think they realize that, but you're kind of done with them, right? You feel as if the relationship with this person is a constant battle, a constant give and take. You're always having to balance what they want with what you want. It's a balance of extremes. You just don't have the energy for it anymore, right? This could certainly be a marriage. Certainly be a marriage or a long-term relationship, and you are kind of done, right? You're done with them. And now it's kind of like a case of you trying to figure out how to go forward, how to balance. Could be very interestingly enough, you have children and retreat. I almost feel like this is a divorce case, Aquarius, a divorce or a separation. A relationship that's fallen apart. You may have children, and now that you're looking to retreat from this relationship, from this world, from the world with them. You want to protect everything that you've worked for up until now. And coming out of the relationship, it's a balancing act. It could be you do certainly have children with this person. And now you're trying to figure out how can you balance still this relationship to a certain degree. Certainly if you have children with them, you can't completely retreat from them. You can't completely, as much as you may want to, you have to figure out now how to balance these two parts of your life. The relationship as you know it is over. They want to come in again and show you love, but I think they've been very flighty in the past. I think that they don't even realize the fact that you've changed. I don't think they realize how you really feel about them. This person probably feels as though they can always come in and sweep you off your feet. Even if you're mad at them, they can always find the right thing to say. I think they see you very as not necessarily being naive per se, but easily manipulated. I think they feel perhaps like they can very easily get you to come back whenever they want, just by giving you what you want, telling you the right things. This person is certainly a Don Juan, right? Or a man-eater, male, female. They certainly see themselves as that, and you kind of are like, yeah, really? Not anymore. You're kind of, and you know what? I believe this is certainly for you Aquarius females. Could be for males as well, but I'm talking to most of my audience, let's face it, is females. My audience is, I think, pretty much 80%, 85% women. But you're very much in this kind of mode. A lot of times they say when relationships fall apart, the woman is the one who kind of, or the feminine energy is the one who generally will mourn the loss of the relationship way before the other person or the man even realizes the relationship is over. A lot of times, so by the time the man realizes and comes to his senses and realizes he's lost their lover, that lover has already dealt with everything and moved on. And now it's the guy's turn to kind of like deal with it. And oftentimes, this is why they then come back way too late. You're like, you're too late. I warned you. I told you what was going to happen. I told you that this was going to, I told you that I would leave you. I told you that I would fall out of love with you if you kept up this behavior, right? And now you've kind of moved on. You're doing the healing. You're probably at the middle or towards the end of the healing. And your person is still kind of caught up thinking that everything's all right. That they can just come in with their cup of love and it'll all be all right. And by the time they wake up, you're going to be long gone. If you have children with this person, you certainly are, you may not be long gone, but the person they thought you were is going to be gone. They see your relationship as definitely a long-term relationship, right? But I don't know if they are understanding of what they have done, per se. I think that this person that you're dealing with, Aquarius, is very oblivious to their consequences of their actions, right? They're almost in this, like, I want to say they're almost in this, like, dream world where they think, like, the relationship is great, you know? But, of course, it's great. It's great from their point of view because they can come and go as they please, right? The star is here in the position for how they see you, and they see you very much as like a dreamer, as, you know, they certainly have affection for you, but I think they see definitely a power difference. You know, I think they feel like they can manipulate you because you are a dreamer, because you are virtuous, and because you kind of, I don't know, that you may have known each other since children. This could be one of these relationships, certainly, where you've known each other since you were very young. And they've always kind of thought that they could wrap you around their finger. And perhaps for years they have been able to, but now they can't. They're very much still kind of in denial. And like I say, for you, it's all about trying to figure out how to go forward, how to balance the two. Certainly if you have children with this person, like I said, you're going to have to find a way forward. Give me some clarity on this reading for our lovely Aquariuses. I think this is definitely for those of you who are involved in an unhappy relationship or a relationship that you've been unhappy with for quite some time and you're ready to move on. If you don't have children, it could be that you guys have a business together or something that is making you have to stay involved with this person even though the romantic part or the love part is kind of dying for you. Right, Aquarius? I'm sorry to hear that. But you know what? It only makes room for a better relationship, right? You're making room for a better relationship. Coming to terms with when a relationship is over is probably one of the strongest things you can do and one of the healthiest. You know, you just simply have to know when it's over and when to say goodbye. You know, nothing lasts forever. And holding on to relationships that don't serve you is probably one of the most destructive negative things that you can do in your life because it keeps you from your future and your destiny. It keeps you from positive relationships and it keeps you in a space of constant pain. You know, you aren't able to heal if you're if you're constantly applying pressure to a wound, how can it heal? You know what I'm saying? It's very simple, but it's, you know, it's simple on paper, but to do it is hard. We all know that. But yes, you have to give space and time to heal. Let's get some clarity on this reading. Queen of Pentacles coming out again. A lot of you are definitely protecting your own. Nine of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, Three of Wands, Seven of Wands, King of Pentacles. Wow, it's the World. So in the grand scheme of things, Aquarius, you realize, you know, it's time to get on with your life. You see the bigger picture, right? You understand now, you know, you're looking at your world, at your life, at your whole life, right? And how you fit into this world, how your goals fit into your, you know, to what you're doing, right? You're wanting to make your actions jive with your dreams, right? I think up until now, perhaps you have been living a certain dream or whatever, but now it's over, right? And you kind of want to get back on track. Queen of Pentacles has been coming out all day for readings. Quite interesting. A lot of you are very much protecting what you've already worked for. Yes, Queen of Pentacles, Five of Cups. Very, very, you know, yes, you're hurt. You realize it's over. You're kind of lamenting it, but at the same time, you are very desperate. Not desperate, but you are very, very adamant that you will not give up what you've worked for. You will not lose what you've worked for. And this is what I'm talking about. Perhaps you've been in a relationship where there's been certain monetary benefits that have come out of it that you've worked for and you don't want to lose as a result of this separation. Nine of Swords is coming in. It's a lot of worry, a lot of sleepless nights. No wonder there's a death in the way you see this person. There's a change, because you've been very unhappy for a long time. I think you've also been unhappy with the fact that you've allowed yourself to remain. Nine of Swords, nines is the number of your relationship to the self. It's also the number of being solitary. Nine in the major arcana is the Hermit. So you feel alone. It's like one of those relationships where you feel alone in the relationship. You don't feel like you're with this person anymore. You don't feel like they're really talking to you. And the misery and the guilt, there could be, you may be harboring a little bit of guilt about certain things. Could be that you've messed up other relationships or that you've done things for this person and now you're waking up and realizing, what the hell did I do? Why did I do that for them? They weren't worth it. I've burned bridges for this person, right? Knight of Pentacles, right? On the other side of that, Queen of Pentacles. So yeah, it's all about the money, right? It's all about, like I said, you may be wanting to retreat romantically or stop the love engagement, but you still need to deal with this person because of financial responsibilities, right? And, you're still trying to balance that. You're still very much trying to come out of this as unscathed as you can. Certainly not to lose everything that you've worked for. It has been a long time coming. All of, what you've built up has taken a while. The Knight of Pentacles is a slow-moving horse. But in this instance, it's almost as if he's moving out of the picture, right? Moving away from the character. So it's like you don't want... as a result of the retreat, you don't want your money to retreat too. You know what I'm saying? You don't want your livelihood and, like I said, the material things that you've worked very hard for. You don't want that to leave your life as well. Certainly, if you have children together, you want to still continue to provide for them. Three of Wands is here to clarify the Knight of Cups. So bonding and unity. Yeah, this person really feels like, they certainly feel as though they still have a bond with you. A future with you. They're still planning though, right? It's one of these people who's like, oh, we're gonna, it's always in the future. Your happy ending with them is always just around the next corner, right? As soon as they get this done or get that done. You know what I mean? I'm sorry about that little break there. I actually had a friend of mine come over. They didn't realize I was in the middle of filming, so I had to stop the camera, and hopefully I didn't move the cards too much because I was also talking to them, and I was touching my cards. So sorry about the break. We're going to get right back into it. I know exactly where we left off. Knight of Cups and Three of Wands. Like I said, this individual very much sees you as part of their future. They see, they still are very much like I want to say they've got their head in the clouds about this relationship. They still feel like they can come in again. They can make another attempt, right? They can get somewhere with you, right? And I feel like I said before, Aquarius, you're very much over it. Seven of Wands, yeah, you're defending yourself, right? So Seven of Wands, talks about defending yourself from obstacles, right? They see you as necessary. They see that you're probably putting up a wall. They probably see that you're being not as agreeable as perhaps you used to be, right? They used to see you very much as a kind of in that star kind of dreamer mode, as long as they tell you what you want to hear, you'll listen. But now you're displaying Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands is protecting yourself. Protecting yourself, protecting your children, protecting your livelihood and what you've worked for, right? And they're certainly seeing that energy coming forward. Here as well. Here we go, Six of Cups. Like I said, they still kind of see this relationship as a long-term soulmate energy relationship of some kind. Like I said, they still feel like you're the one for them. Even though they don't see that how they treat you isn't right. You know what I mean? It's almost like they have a real kind of like disconnect between, it's all them, really. It's very selfish. It's like they treat you the way they want to treat you because it's about their feelings. And they consider you part, you know, they probably always tell you, I love you, and you're my soulmate, but not because they really love you, but because you're almost like a possession to them. You know, you're their soulmate because they say so, right? Because it's what they want. They want you. And so many of us get confused. You know, a lot of times, certainly, a lot of us, you know, those three little words, I love you, or even better, I need you. Oh, Jesus Christ, I need you. Those three words, I need you, can make a lot of people's hearts melt. Men and women. You know, the person you're dealing with, you know, a lot of times, we've all been there. They can treat you like shit, put you through the ringer, back and forth, back and forth. As long as they say those three little words, I need you, or I want you, I need you. I love you is in there, but their version of love is quite, you know, a lot of times. And I'm talking, this is toxic individuals I'm talking about. I'm talking about that individual that you get involved with and you just don't understand why you're still with them. That's why. They say the words to you, and it's almost as if you isolate that moment and that person with that sentence that they've said to you. Suddenly everything they've done before fades away. And the possibility, strong possibility, of everything they're going to do to you in the future, which you already know, that also fades away. All you see in that moment is them and those three words. And you allow it to speak to a part of you that's pride. It speaks to your pride. It speaks to your ego. And then we succumb. He needs me. She needs me. She wants me. And what we forget is that oftentimes they don't actually want you at all. They don't actually need you at all. You are simply an object of their projection. They're projecting their own problems or their own hang-ups or fantasies on you. You could literally be taken out and have somebody else put in your position, and they could have obsessed over them the same amount, say the same shit to them. Chances are, when you leave them, a lot of times, it may take some time, but once they realize you're really, really done with them, they'll find somebody else to put in the same exact position, and they'll tell them the same thing. I need you, I want you, I have to have you, I can't live without you. So, back to this. I'm sorry, I digress, because I've had a lot of subscribers coming to me, talking, commenting and asking for me to do readings on this type of thing. And so I'm just putting my 2 cents in about that, because this picture is very much that one of these type of people. And here he is with King of Pentacles. He thinks he's got it all going on. He thinks he needs to be your knight in shining armor. Again, Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. A lot of this revolves around money, people. Aquarius, a lot of this is around money. This person certainly, money is important to them. They may be very manipulative, okay? And they may be very affluent, successful, but that doesn't mean they're not manipulative. And that doesn't mean that it's about money to them, which means it's about status, okay? And it could be that you fulfill a status role for them as well. Interestingly enough, I had a reading earlier that's similar to this, but the individual was, their toxicity was on a different level. I think that reading was for Libra. Okay, they were also dealing with a very toxic person, but in a very different way. This person it's not that they're so, their issue is more that they don't really see you for who you are, and they're very selfish. This individual is very selfish, and they've been very hurtful to you because, like I say, they've come and gone as they pleased. Yes, in the good times they tell you they love you, want you, need you, but they're very quick to leave you. And they're very quick to come back with excuses. A lot of times the excuses have to do with money, right? So, if this is your situation, Aquarius, please like, subscribe, and share. Let me know what's going on. Sound off in the comments, all right? I do respond to all the comments. It may be time for you to retreat. right? But if you, like I said, if you have children with this individual, the most important thing is for you to be very much in your Queen of Pentacles and protect, right? These are the two most important cards in a reading for you today, Aquarius. All right? I'm going to put this as my thumbnail. Queen of Pentacles and Seven of Wands. Protect what you've worked for and fight for yours. Right? Protect yours. Seven of Wands. Wands are not swords. They're not weapons. Wands is a sign of creativity. Dreams. Fight for your dreams in a creative way. Don't let somebody take them from you. Don't let them take what you've worked for. Right? Separate the kind of like wishy-washy love from the reality and protect what you have, certainly if you have children with this individual. Okay? Whether you are a female or a male, I'm talking to you guys out there too. Men can very much be the victim of women who are toxic and constantly come back to them with, you know, I need you, you know, there's all of that, right? Protect your own. All right? So this is it. I'm going to call it short and sweet, hopefully not too long, but for right now, guys, Aquarius, you know how much I love you, all right? You guys, you take care of yourselves, all right? June 17th to the 24th. This is going to be a tricky week for you, but if anybody can do it, you guys can do it. I have a lot of faith in you. You're at the cusp of a whole new world, Aquarius. You just need to do the things. You need to do what you know what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? You know what you need to do. And that's, you know, don't give in. All right? Love you so much. See you next week. Bye-bye.